Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the July lessons and takeaways for Taurus. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course cross watchers are also always welcome. Please remember that this is a collective reading, so if you're listening and something doesn't quite fit with you, please don't try to make it fit. Take the energies that resonate with you, leave out the rest that doesn't work for you, and make sure to check out the description below. There's a link to the store for purchasing an individual personalized reading. Okay, Taurus, let's see what we can find out regarding what lessons or takeaways you were meant to experience within the month of July. We're starting off with the Three of Wands in reverse. And we're coming into the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse, and how was your month, Taurus, as far as your July? Was it good, adventurous? Anything crazy, interesting happened for you? Leave a comment, let us know. Your last specific card is going to be the King of Wands, actually, also in reverse. So I'm going to get some clarifiers for these, but what I'm seeing so far is it looks like everything being in reverse looks like, oh no, what happened? But really, this isn't that bad, because especially with the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's an awesome card to end up with in the reverse. So we're starting out with the Three of Wands in the reverse. So maybe something that you were hoping would come towards you, a message. It's usually a ship coming in. So it can be financial, it can be a message, it's usually something to do with passion, because being wands, it's also a fire sign, so something to do with somebody you've been dealing with regard to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. I've started to be a little bit reluctant and really paying attention when I'm watching other people's videos as well, that when you say things as far as what the zodiac signs are with regard to the suits, it doesn't always end up having to be that particular type of person. It could just be the card is signifying an energy, and also it doesn't have to be that person. So if you happen to know an Aries, it may not be that person. It could be a Capricorn that you know that has their Aries in like their sun sign, or not sun sign, their like moon sign, or North Node or something to that effect. Like it's somewhere in their chart, but it doesn't necessarily have to be their overall deciding zodiac sign. So something didn't come toward you for whatever reason. We're going to look at clarifiers in just a second. It did have something to do with a message with regard to emotions. So it could be a love offer that didn't quite make it, or you were attempting to make a love offer, but it kind of fell short a little bit. And thankfully, though, it hasn't had you in your head. So you haven't been feeling anxious about this, which is awesome. You weren't having sleepless nights, which is also good. And it did lead to a little bit of a reduction in your sort of feeling empowered with regard to your passions and your excitement level. So let's find out exactly why and get a little bit more of this story and see what exactly happened. Oh, there we go. So the Three of Wands in the reverse is actually clarified by the Star in reverse. So you were feeling a lack of hope, a lack of sort of looking forward to things, and I'm getting varying, again, this is a collective reading, so I'm getting this as being two different versions. I'm getting that you were feeling a lack of hope, and therefore things didn't happen, so maybe you didn't quite manifest what you were intending to manifest, or because the ship didn't come in, you started to lose hope with regard to other aspects in your life for this particular month. You do have the Ten of Swords upright, clarifying for the Knight of Cups in reverse. So just feeling run down, like literally the Ten of Swords is in this aspect. For whatever reason, they've chosen to put the person as being facing up, and so the swords were coming at them. All the truths, or what were deemed to be truths, were coming at you as face first. You were basically encountering these things. They weren't things that were coming at you as a surprise, but unfortunately, as they were coming at you, it was depleting the ability for this particular love or this particular emotion to come through, and really deflating that emotion within you, unfortunately, as well. So you maybe learned something about someone that you were hoping to be in a relationship with, and it just, you really wanted to give them that message and tell them how you felt, but the more you learned about them, the more you were like, I don't know about that. Maybe you're not what I thought you were, or who I thought you were. And it literally felt like you thought you knew the person, so very much the betrayal in that aspect, but it came at you face first. So you saw these things coming, and maybe you denied it a little bit. Maybe you were hoping that you were wrong about it, but it has stopped you from providing that offer out as well. You have the Queen of Swords, though, with regard to intuition and truth, and that's clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. So whatever these truths were that you were receiving, you weren't feeling anxious about them, and you weren't feeling overburdened by them with regard to like keeping you up at night and really in your head, because you intuitively saw and understood the truth within what you were being shown with regard to this particular individual and this particular connection, and how it may have actually been for your good that it didn't actually work out. So let's just find out exactly what the King of Wands in reverse is. Whoa, way too many. Okay, let's get rid of these ones, and we'll take the one that kind of stayed in my fingers, and that is the Strength card upright, and that's clarifying for the King of Wands in reverse. So you basically keeping in your strength. Again, like I said, I don't adhere necessarily to the zodiac as far as who you're dealing with directly and knowing exactly who you're dealing with, but there is a chance that this person was, or somebody you dealt with this particular month was a Leo. A little vague, I know, but again, collective reading. The Strength card is really the reason why you aren't so worried about it and feeling excited about things, is that you were really in your strength, so you weren't losing your head over things. The overall message that I'm really seeing here, Taurus, for the lessons and takeaways for you from July, is that you were hoping for a ship to come in of some type, whether it was financial or in this case, I'm really seeing it as being something to do with another person, whether it's a friendship that you were hoping to move to another level, a relationship to another level, something to that effect. As that ship wasn't coming in, you were starting to lose hope, and you were starting to see, well, wait a minute, why isn't this coming in? And really understanding as the time progressed throughout the month, that really looking at your relationship with this person and really looking at this person as individual as opposed to what you had hoped they were, and seeing more and more truths that really sort of dawned on you that this wasn't the person you thought it was. They weren't sort of the one for you, maybe. And so it kept you from stating your true intentions and sort of giving out that offer of let's move this along, let's go to this next level, because this person happened to just not be what you had expected and hoped for. it hasn't kept you up, thankfully, and it hasn't kept you in your head, thankfully, because you were really understanding that what you were seeing, these truths that were coming to light, the aspects of this person that were coming out this particular month that you hadn't seen before, are actually sort of their true self. The mask that they show people was falling away for you, and you were really starting to see who they were. And so because of this, it wasn't you sitting up at night going, but I really care for them. Is this what I'm really seeing? Is this how they really are? Are they having some issues in this particular month which is making them look a little bit different than they normally do? And the answer to that is no. The answer is that intuitively you know that the truths that you've discovered are actually the truth about this person and who they truly are and how they will be in the future if you end up going ahead with any kind of plans with them. And it's really got you into your strength, which is a great place to be, especially right now with regard to this particular connection. And it's kept you away from your excitement level and kept you sort of locked in your Taurus logic. You're very down to earth normally, Taurus, and you're very practical. And this particular instance, learning these things about this person has kept you in that strength, in that power of being yourself and really not losing your head over, say, a love or a friendship that you were hoping to have go somewhere, but of course hasn't, and for a good reason in this instance. So this is what I have for you, Taurus, for your lessons and takeaways for July. Congratulations on finding out about this now, because it looks like this could have ended up being quite a bit more of a hassle or a troublesome thing if it had been going on for much longer. So good, wonderful, positive. And yeah, please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and try and have a good last couple of days. Know again that you were right in your decisions for this particular month with regard to this connection, and look forward to seeing you again for the August predictions. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.